Bachelor in Paradise, Kathy Swarts defends Golden Bachelor star Mel Owens. July 19, 2025. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bachelor Nation News fans. Kathy Swarts is having the time of her life on Season 10 of Bachelor in Paradise. Viewers remember her from her time on the first Golden Bachelor season when she told Teresa Nist to zip it during a group date. Kathy, 72, shared her thoughts on the new Golden Bachelor, Mel Owens' shocking comments that went viral. Bachelor fans threatened to boycott new Golden Bachelor season. Bachelor Nation fans were disillusioned after the first Golden Bachelor season. Jerry Turner proposed to Teresa Nist during the season finale. The two seemed happy together and married in a TV wedding in January 2024, just 2 months after the proposal aired. ABC even gifted the couple an all-expense-paid trip to Italy. Unfortunately, they never got to use it. Jerry and Teresa announced their divorce 4 months after the quickie wedding. Despite the bad outcome, the network announced in May that former NFL player Mel Owens would be the next Golden Bachelor. Fans didn't really know anything about him, and he did not make a great first impression. In his first interview after he was announced as the lead, he said that he refused to date women over 60. The first Golden Bachelor featured women who were between the ages of 60 and 75. The interview went viral, with even people unfamiliar with the show calling Mel Owens out as sexist and misogynistic. There were reports that ABC had fired Mel Owens, but those reports turned out to be false. Season 2 of The Golden Bachelor premieres on Wednesday, May 24th, with Mel Owens as the lead. Angry fans took to social media to react to ABC standing by Mel Owens after his distasteful comments. Congrats, producers! Way to kill a wholesome show! That's disgusting. Their loss of viewers will hopefully remind them the audience is a lot smarter than they realize. Mel Owens is going to ruin The Golden Bachelor. The executive producers are digging their own graves by keeping him. They already had a lot to prove with the franchise after the quick demise of Jerry and Teresa's marriage, and now they're sticking with this creep? It's like they want to fail. Kathy Swarts defends Mel Owens' controversial comments. Kathy Swarts recently chatted with Entertainment Weekly about her time on BIP so far. She was also asked to share her reaction to what Mel Owens said. Surprisingly, she wasn't offended at all by his comment. She actually defended what he said. "I think Mel is a guy looking for love, and I think he said something without really thinking about it. I don't think he meant it. I think it's going to be a great season. I personally can't wait. Unless I swoop in and take him away. In which case, show over." Did she just hint that she's returning to Golden Bachelor as a contestant for Season 2? Viewers will have to tune in to see what happens with her romance with Keith Gordon on Bachelor in Paradise. The waves lapped gently at the shores of Playa Escondida, but the atmosphere on the beach was anything but calm. Season 10 of Bachelor in Paradise had brought with it a new blend of romance, betrayal, and unexpected alliances. But none were quite as shocking as the sudden arrival of Kathy Swarts, the beloved firecracker from The Golden Bachelor. Most expected Kathy's entrance to stir the pot, especially since her blunt tongue and tell-it-like-it-is attitude had made waves during Jerry Turner's season. But nobody could have predicted her real motive for showing up: defending her old friend and fellow senior Bachelor Nation star, Mel Owens. Mel, a dashing, silver-haired Navy veteran from The Golden Bachelor, had recently been caught in a whirlwind of controversy. Tabloids claimed he had ghosted a much younger Paradise contestant after a brief off-camera fling. Rumors swirled that he was emotionally unavailable and came to Paradise for fame, not love. But Kathy knew Mel, and she wasn't going to stand by while the media tore down a man she considered family. Paradise gets a reality check. Kathy strutted down the steps to the beach in a flowing coral caftan and oversized sunglasses. The camera caught the dramatic flurry of sand beneath her wedges as the younger contestants gawked. Her entrance caused a literal pause in conversation, as even Jesse Palmer did a double take. "Kathy," gasped Eliza, her margarita frozen midair. "You're not here to date, right?" Braden asked, removing his dangling earring in confusion. "No," Kathy said coolly, sliding off her shades. "I'm here to set the record straight, and maybe have a margarita while I'm at it." The flashback, Mel and Kathy's bond. Before her Paradise arrival, Kathy had been spending a quiet few weeks in Santa Fe, where she hosted Sunday brunches for her bridge club and watched reruns of Matlock. But her peace shattered when an anonymous gossip account on Instagram posted a blurry photo of Mel Owens hugging a bikini-clad woman on a boat. The post's caption read, "Golden Bachelor Mel Owens, smooth-talking silver fox or fame-hungry player." Kathy clicked on the post, her coffee nearly slipping from her hand. Not Mel, not the man who helped her through her breast cancer diagnosis, not the same Mel who held her hand when she got eliminated and told her, "You're not too much, Kathy, you're exactly enough." She called him immediately. "They're dragging your name through the mud, Mel." "I know," he sighed. "I didn't even kiss her. We talked about sunsets and trauma, but now I'm a villain." That's when Kathy made up her mind. "I'm going to Paradise," she told him. "What?" "To defend you, to tell them exactly who you are." Young contestants, old wisdom. The Paradise cast had been particularly volatile this season. Between Kat and Dale's tumultuous on-again, off-again storyline, Brayden's poetry obsession, and Sierra's three-timed love triangle, emotions were high. So when Kathy gathered the group around the fire pit for a beach talk, most of them assumed it was another lecture. "You're all so busy getting followers and drama," Kathy began, her voice sharp, "that you forgot something essential: character." She turned her gaze toward Leela, the Paradise contestant Mel was allegedly involved with. "You said Mel ghosted you," Kathy asked gently. Leela blinked, clearly nervous under the scrutiny. "Yes, I mean, he stopped texting. We had a moment. He told me about his wife who passed, and I told him I liked older men. Then he never responded again." Kathy inhaled slowly. "Did he make you any promises?" "No, but..." "Did he say he wanted a relationship?" "No, but he looked at me like I mattered," Leela whispered, her voice cracking. And Kathy's tone shifted. "That's Mel. He sees people, even when he's hurting, especially when he's hurting. But Mel lost the love of his life. He's still grieving. He came here hoping maybe lightning to strike twice, but when it didn't, he pulled back. That's not cruelty, sweet girl. That's grief." The backlash. Not everyone welcomed Kathy's intervention. Tyler, a fan favorite from Michelle Young's season, took her aside. "You're doing too much. People love Mel, but this makes it look like you're managing his PR." Kathy laughed. "If I wanted to manage someone's PR, I'd start with you. Maybe tell you to stop name-dropping your fitness app every 5 minutes. But things took a turn when a new arrival, Mel Owens himself, walked down the stairs, wearing a linen shirt and a face full of emotion. Mel's side of the story. Mel stood by the fire pit as the Paradise cast surrounded him. For a long moment he said nothing, until Kathy stepped beside him. "I didn't plan to come," he finally said, "but when I heard how the story was being told, I realized silence wasn't helping anyone." He turned to Leela. "I did enjoy our time, but I wasn't ready. I thought I was, and I wasn't, and instead of communicating that, I withdrew. That's my fault." Leela nodded, tears glimmering in her eyes. "I just wanted to feel chosen." "You are," Kathy said, stepping in, "just not by him, and that's okay." The golden redemption. Mel's honesty surprised everyone, but what shocked them more was how gracefully Leela accepted it. In the following days, the beach energy shifted. Leela and Kathy formed an unlikely bond, often seen sipping cocktails and laughing under palapis. Kathy even convinced Leela to give love another shot with a much younger contestant, Alex, who admitted, "Age is just a number and confidence is hot." Kathy herself received a date card, not to go on a romantic date, but to host a group therapy bonfire. Everyone showed up. Brayden cried about his fear of rejection. Kat admitted she self-sabotages every relationship. Even Jesse Palmer, normally behind the scenes, sat in to share that being the host doesn't mean I have it all figured out. And when Mel stood to speak, he looked straight at Kathy. I came here misunderstood. I'm leaving scene, thanks to you. Going viral. Back in the real world, clips from Kathy's fire pit talk went viral. Golden wisdom. Kathy Swarts teaches Bachelor Nation what emotional maturity looks like. Kathy Swarts and Mel Owens give a masterclass in closure. Bachelor Nation exploded with support. Tweets praised Kathy for defending her friend without attacking others. Instagram Reels dubbed her the Grand Dame of Paradise. Even celebrities weighed in. Jennifer Garner reposted a clip with the caption, "Kathy for President." The surprise ending. On the final night, Mel took Kathy for a walk on the beach. "You know," he said, "you didn't just save my reputation, you reminded me of who I really am." Kathy smiled. "You didn't need saving, Mel. You just needed someone to speak up when you couldn't." They paused at the water's edge. "You ever think about giving it another shot?" Mel asked. "Romance," Kathy teased. "Maybe, but only if you promise not to ghost me." She laughed. "No promises, but I'll return your texts." What happened next? Kathy Swarts returned home to Santa Fe a legend. She launched a podcast called Golden Realness, where she interviewed fellow Bachelor Nation alum on aging, relationships, and honesty. Within a month, it topped the Apple charts. Mel Owens didn't find love in paradise, but he did find purpose. He began volunteering with grief counseling groups, using his story to help others navigating loss. Leela and Alex made it past the reunion. They even moved in together. And as for Kathy and Mel, well, they didn't start dating, but they did meet every Sunday for brunch. And that, as Kathy said on her podcast, is a love story too.